Hi, I'm Jo from the Bead Hut, and today I'm going to show you how to do sweet pea weave. Lovely little weave. Can be done in a block like this, continuous, or you can split it up into little units. You can put beads in between, you can do all sorts. The rings I'm using today have a 4mm inner diameter by 1mm wire. Another size I like to use is a 5mm diameter by 1.2mm wire. Now, to get started, I always add my clasp on. Just gives you something should you need to, just to anchor to. And we start by making a simple 1x1 chain. 1x1 chain is literally adding one jump ring to another jump ring. I'll just add a couple. There we go. Miss the first ring and the second ring and go into the third ring. Add one new ring. And then on the other side, add another. Okay, so a little bit like shaggy loop starts on there. Bring those two rings up to the one above. And what we're going to do is to get another new ring, and we're going through the right hand ring, through the left hand ring, and up through the existing ring on your 1x1 chain, and then close. That's one side. We'll turn it over. A little bit more stable once you've got the first ring in. Through the right hand ring, through the left hand ring, then up through the middle and close. And that's our first unit in there. Okay, miss a ring, go on to your next one, add one new ring one side, one new ring the other side, and close. Put that on the wrong one, because even though I said I'd miss a ring, I didn't. Okay, so miss a ring. One ring there, one ring on the other side. Okay, like that. Bring those two rings up to the one above. Just like that. And a new ring, we're going through the right hand ring, through the left hand ring, up through your existing ring, and then close. Turn it over. Right hand ring, left hand, right hand ring, left hand ring, up through the middle. Okay, grab some more, miss a ring, one new one, two new ones, bring them up to the one that we missed, like that, and take a new ring through the right hand one, through the left hand ring, okay, and then up through the middle. Now I've just gone over that ring there, so I'm going to take them out because otherwise the weave twists. Easily done. So I'm going to take this one out and I'll show you what I mean. If you see these rings here, they sit either side. Well, I'd got mine crossed. Okay, so I'm just going to take them out. And we'll just do that again. Right, so we've got missing a ring, one new ring, number 2, there, bring those rings up to the one above. You might find it easier to turn your weave round when you're doing this bit. Going through your new one, through number 2, and through your existing one. Okay, that's one side. Now this is where you could do what I just did. So you want to make sure that that ring stays in the middle. Through those two, through that one, through the top one. You can see it's starting to take shape, and it does grow quite quickly. I'll do one more. Miss a ring, go through the next one, one new one, number 2, bring them up, turn it round if it helps. Okay, so your weave is sitting like that. Take your third new ring, put it through 1, 2, and then through your existing. Turn it over. Go through 1, 2, through the middle. And that's all there is to it. So I hope you enjoy making your sweet pea bracelets and necklace. Hi, it's Jo from the Bead Hut. Today we're going to be looking at Helm's weave. It's a really nice weave. You can do lots with it. You can make bracelets, necklaces, pendants. Lovely weave to have a go with. What I always recommend is start with your clasp and add a ring. Okay, just on there. Take a large ring, and the rings I'm using are a 6mm inside diameter by 1mm wire gauge, and a 4mm inside diameter, again by 1mm. So onto that first ring, and the clasp, we need to add 2 large rings. We're just going to make a 2 by 2, which means 2 rings connecting 2 rings. Take the small ring, straight through onto your 2 large ones. Back to your large rings, through your 2 small ones. Looks really nice with different coloured jump rings as well in the middle. And we'll do some more small rings. Nice beginner's weave as well. I call them at the beginners, intermediate and advanced, but I like to come back to weaves. So don't ever think, you know, oh, just because you're advanced or intermediate, you know, not to do these weaves. There's lots of the starter weaves, beginner's weaves that I like and use all the time. We do one more set and then we'll start adding the middle rings. So it's not very thrilling, just watching me thread these on. Okay, so what we've got is your 2 large, 2 small all the way along. There we go. Now what we need to do is to put a ring around those small rings. So the just round literally in there. Now people do Helm's weave all sorts of different ways. So it's whatever works for you. But you need to place your big ring through your first 2, round the middle 2, and then join. I'll just do that up a bit better. There we go, just like that. And we're just going to repeat now. So we're going right in the middle of those 2 large rings. And then the next 2 large rings, we're going through in the middle of those. Round the 4mm rings, and close. And do it again. Okay. Through your 6mm, round your 4mm. Oops. And there we go. Just continue on to the length that you want. Now if you want to make a pendant, just add a few more, obviously not your clasp, but you'll find that they'll join up. So if you add the same amount at the bottom, you've made a nice round pendant. Okay, hope you enjoy that. See you soon. Hi, next tutorial we're going to do is double spiral. So again, start off with a clasp and a smaller jump ring. That's a 4mm inner diameter on there. And I'm going to use larger rings which are a 6mm inner diameter by a 1.2 wire. You can, I'll show you the difference between a 1.2 and a 1mm. See the differences in the thicknesses. Only 0.2, but it does make a difference. If you used a 1mm, it'd make the weave looser, so it wouldn't actually hold its shape. So inner diameter with these ones of a 6mm by 1.2. Okay, so we'll pop another ring on. So we've got 2 on that first one. On there, just like that. Then we're going to put 2 more on there. And another one. Okay, so we're like that at the moment. Then what we need to do, take another ring, just push those 2 up a little bit, and we're going to go right through the middle of all 4. And we're going to do that again. So you're adding in 2s each time. Alright, so you've got your first ones, then your second one, then your last ones. Going right the way through. Take your next ring. Now you've got your last 2 there, and your ones underneath. And you see, if you just turn it over, how we've just got this eye here, and that's where your next ring's going to go. Straight in there. Take another ring. Exactly the same position. Through there. See, it's just starting to take shape. Your next one's going to go right through there, that eye. Another ring next to the last one, right through those. So you're going through 4, your last 4 each time. So it's starting to go, starting to spiral. Another one through your last 4. And just carry on. There you go, you see it. Again, looks really nice in coloured rings. Can do 2-tone, do all sorts. But quite a nice popular weave, this one. So it looks more complicated than it actually is. And people often comment when you're wearing it. There you go. Hope you enjoy making yours. Hi, we're going to do a beaded European 4-in-1. Now the rings I'm using for this have an inner diameter of 5mm and the wire is 1mm. The beads are a size 6 glass bead, seed bead. They've actually got a hole of, the hole in the middle is 1.6. You need a large hole because you can have a lot of trouble getting the jump rings on, mainly because of the curve of the actual jump ring. So if you can just make sure when you buy seed beads, just make sure they've got that large hole, otherwise you'll never get them on your jump rings. Okay, so I've threaded a few on already. Now it's called 4-in-1 because basically what you're doing is putting 4 rings on one ring. So just scoop them up and put them on, and we'll just lay them out. Okay, just like that. Now I'm going to turn it to the side because it's a little bit easier to put rings on, like that. Now that's your 4. On your next row you're just going to add 2, and what we're going to do, the reason we only add 2 is because we're going to pick up 2 from the previous row that we've done, or the previous rings, so it will then become your 4 again. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up that one and that one. Okay, so we're going to go around there and round there, and we're going to close. Pop them ones over, bring it down a little bit, and that's all there is to it. Now this weave was one of the first weaves, may have even been the first weaves, and it's used, not the beaded, but it's used on chainmail armour. So if you have a look closely, if you go to museums or anything like that, have a look at the armour and you'll be able to pick up this weave. Obviously it's extended, but this is how they used to make armour. Alright, so 2 new beads, and again we're going through those last 2 ones that we just added. So we're going in that one, under and back up the other one. Just adding the beads, just, you know, just alters the look of it. If you want to do a gents, obviously don't add the beads. And with a European 4-in-1, it's a very forgiving weave, so you can use majority of any sizes. You know, you're not going to get a very loose weave. So have a practice. If you've just got other rings at home, just have a practice what you got. 2 new rings through the existing ones and close. I'll do it once more. Grows quick as well, this weave. 2 new rings. Through the existing ones. And just carry on. Speak to you soon. Bye.